Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. I always appreciate if you coming by and taking a look and see what I have to offer for you. Again, my name is Steve and I'm here to make you a better guitar player. So we've talked about Steely Dan as one of my favorite bands, and for the advancing guitarist that wants to learn jazz chords and really hot guitar solos by some of the best guitarists that have ever been in the studio or put their solos, on record, on CD, whatever you want to call them these days. Steely Dan just has a very unique way of playing their style of rock, whatever you want to call it, jazz rock, soft rock. But they weren't always so sophisticated. And when I told you that and showed you some of the music and even the song we've worked on recently, Peg, that has about 30 different chords in it, different variations, they weren't always that complicated. When they first came out, they were doing things that were more accessible. When they were writing, they really try and make hits and satisfy, the record producers that, they needed to play something that would be popular and do well on the radio. So I still look to them as a good place to go. Even the early records, just for the guitar licks that are in throughout, how most of the guitars do not utilize 6-string full chords a lot of the times. They're using partial chords. And they really like to have a distinct sound where they take out the fifth of a chord and they add the second. So they put like a suspended second into the chord, which gives it a very unique sound as far as why they sound maybe different than other rock bands that you've heard before. And just another song that I'll do a recording of in the not too distant future and show you how you can jam on it. But one of their first hits was Do It Again, and it was just in G minor. And kind of the keyboard was doing like a... And then the change is basically C minor 7, D minor 7, E flat, major 7th, back to the D minor 7. So when the change comes, back to the G minor, and repeat. Back to the 5, and there you go. You have a very simple chord progression. Steely Dan has a tremendous solo in the middle by Denny, I believe it's Diaz or Diaz. Amazing guitarist that played with Steely Dan for about 3 years. And Donald Fagen does I believe he does the solo, the keyboard solo that comes after the guitar. But it's just a great song to jam on. It's kind of a very easy song to play because the bass is driving it. When we're on that G minor, just kind of... So play along with that. If you got a looper, again, it's G minor most of the time, and it just goes 1, 2, D minor 7, 3, 4, E major 7, 1, 2, D minor 7, 1, 2. I think you'll enjoy playing along with it. I think you'll enjoy if you listen to the solo. It's a toughie. You don't have to do it like that gentleman does, but do your own thing. It's more important for you to be creative and do your own thing, and just take little pieces of a solo that you like, and you don't have to duplicate it, by, every single note. You just want to do your own thing, but get some information and some technique from all the other guitarists. And there's so many on Steely Dan's albums that take a look. They're just incredible. See you next time.